Let's bring in a close friend of Diddy and Suge Knight, producer, singer Ray J, and Diddy's former publicist, host of the podcast Naughty But Nice, Rob Shuter. First, Ray J, give us an assessment of Suge Knight's credibility. Where should he be believed? Where should he not be believed?
Well, I mean, if you look at his track record, I mean, he pretty much ran the hip-hop and music scene during the Death Row era. So a lot of people he know and a lot of people he has been around. I can't vouch for everything because I'm not Suge, but I can just tell you, like, most of the time, Suge is saying something is coming from experiences. He's not like making it up like he's writing Green Eggs and Ham. Like, this is serious.
So first things first. It was impossible in real time to vet what he was going to say, Rob, because I didn't know what he was going to say. But we are getting responses.
I didn't either, man.
Oh, listen, hey, Ray J, you did nothing but help. You are helping advance the conversation with people who are willing to discuss their perspective. That is a precious commodity in this investigation right now.
Did you hear me trying to tell Suge to be positive too as well? Okay, cool. I didn't know.
Yes.
I had to get that in.
Yes, but I mean, you know, you're not going to control what he says, but you provided him the opportunity to make his witness. So you're all good as far as I'm concerned.
And he made a lot of good points.
Clive Davis.
And he made a lot of good points.
Yeah, listen, I mean, this is his world. Clive Davis responds and says the points about him were not good, his spokesperson. This is a completely fabricated thread being trafficked by an incarcerated felon. But that doesn't mean he's not telling the truth. Mr. Knight's assertions about Clive Davis are 100% false. Nothing of the sort ever happened. Clive is a mentor to artists, and in keeping with this, never ever condone any such inappropriate behavior. Specifically, Rob, Suge Knight suggests that P. Diddy wasn't just taught things by his mentors, he was abused by them, and that his behaviors are a function of hurt people hurting people.
Yeah, he said it last night. I was watching the show at home, Chris. It was an amazing thing to reveal. I've got to agree here with Ray J. Suge knows this world. So is he larger than life? Might he exaggerate? Maybe. I think a lot of people probably do. But fundamentally, this is his world. If he told me something, I'd be very happy using him as a source, as an insider. I trust what he says. And so he was particularly around when Diddy was growing up in the business. He didn't just come out as being P. Diddy. He started small and he got bigger and bigger. Suge was around during those years. So that stuff, I would guess, overall, maybe not specifically, is pretty accurate.
But Rob, you were his publicist. You were around him. Not, after dark deep or whatever, they're calling P. Diddy's, other activities. But how would you have never heard this type of allegation that he was going after underage people? He was having, all kinds of sex with people who were or were not consenting. How would you not have heard it?
Yeah, I think people that get away with this for a really long time are really good at covering it up. It's almost like being a functioning alcoholic and you just never see the liquor. I never saw it. I really didn't. When I was with him, he was professional. Was he rude? Was he aggressive? Yes. Did he like to be told? Yes, of course. But I never ever saw any of the sexual stuff. And I think that probably was by design. He kept his inner circle really, really small. I was part of a larger circle, not the inner circle, for a short period of time. And so I think this was sort of the reason that he managed to keep this a secret and evade the law, any consequences, for particularly maybe over a decade.
Ray J, help me understand something. How do you interpret these celebrities that knew P. Diddy very well or tangentially deleting all their tweets? What is this? Well, how am I supposed to understand that?
Well, first off, I want to say I have a lot of respect for Clive Davis. He's somebody that's inspired us all in the music game. And I think that in this situation, people are quitting. You see a lot of people stepping down from their executive positions in music. And I think a lot of people are tying that up with Diddy. We don't know exactly why everybody is quitting or why everybody's quiet. But I can say this, a lot of celebrities in this power come from environments where they think certain ways of doing business, cutthroat, disrespectful, shady, chasing fast money, these are normal because, they saw their mentors do it. I mean, Diddy did it, even Suge, you know? And so even though they're learning on the fly, but they're also mimicking the executives above them that they learn from. So, you know, I think we have to break that cycle and keep following a new blueprint, and that's evolving instead of ending up in the same place, broken, bad relationships, in jail or worse.